Moments later, Robert makes it to the hospital and learns that Kate survived, but she lost her baby. When he checks on her, Kate asks him not to let Damien kill her. Later at home, Robert discovers the dog is still there, but before he can kick it out, he gets a call from Keith who tells him it's urgent for them to meet. Robert goes to Keith's studio and is shocked to see that the pictures Keith took of Brennan and the nanny have a white light that predicted how they would die. Keith also has Brennan's autopsy report and has learned that the priest has a birthmark shaped like the number 666 on his thigh. Next, Keith takes Robert to Brennan's underground hideout, where they find all the walls covered with Bible pages and crucifixes. Keith has already looked through Brennan's things and discovered he was obsessed over a comet that fell on Earth 5 years ago on June 6. That same day, Damien was born at 6 a.m., making his birthday 666. While taking pictures of the room, Keith appeared in a mirror and the picture showed him with a white light around his neck too, so he's afraid he may die soon. Robert agrees to research Damien's true origin and goes to Rome with Keith to talk to the hospital staff that was working on the day of Damien's birth. They're shocked to discover the hospital burned down after Robert's family left, but they're able to track down a nun who survived the fire and now has visible burns. The nun gives them enough information to find Spoleto. On their way to another church, the duo stops for lunch and Keith shares the Bible passage that discusses the birth of the Antichrist. Keith thinks it's a metaphor for politics and that the devil's offspring wants power of the humankind, so Robert was chosen on purpose because of his position. Damien probably even killed the previous ambassador. Eventually they cross a lake and reach a church in the countryside to meet with Spoleto, whose face is deformed from the fire. He can't talk or walk, but when Ruber asks about Damien's real mother, he writes the name of an old cemetery north of Rome. Then Robert and Keith go to the cemetery and find the gate locked, so they have to sneak inside by climbing a wall. They look around the graves and found two for a mother and child with the right date, so they open the mother's first. As Brennan predicted, they find the skeleton of a jackal. Next they open the kid's grave and Robert is devastated to see the baby's skull has a hole, meaning his child was killed on purpose to set everything up. Suddenly two dogs appear out of nowhere and attack the guy.